just the fact that all of this pricing is expiring a little sooner. You only have an hour and 25 minutes or so, Andrew.
Right, at midnight. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe for like Pacific time, they give 3 hours more for the people in California, hopefully.
I don't think they do.
Oh.
I know.
That wouldn't be very nice. That's not a good policy.
I've often wondered that, Andrew. I don't think so.
So the people in California, that wouldn't be fair. Well, no, I guess they get more time on the West Coast, don't they? Oh, no. No, it would go later, yeah.
We need to send a memo.
So what's the story?
Am I wrong, Jenny?
Yes.
It does expire at midnight Eastern.
No, 3 a.m., see?
Oh, you
see?
What do I know? I'm useless.
It's HSN is fair. That's good.
Okay, even better then.
Otherwise, we'd be prejudicing those people in Henderson, Nevada, in California, right?
We're full of good ideas, aren't we?
Yes, we are. We resolved that. That's good.
That was a nice moment there. Folks, we're going to move along. I learned something the hard way. We're going to move along to our next. Let's talk about cranberries. Let's talk about how they don't really taste that good unless you add a lot of sugar. Correct, Andrew?
No, cranberries are incredibly bitter. Cranberry juice tastes delicious because of all the sugar that's added. So when you look at a typical cranberry juice, it's probably 150 to 200 calories a cup.
Right.
It's very high in sugar, but cranberry is an ingredient that when it comes to urinary tract, bladder, it was a traditional remedy, and I always say that cranberry, kind of like turmeric, there's a few of these botanicals that are becoming sort of the poster child that validates that old traditional medicine. They actually knew what they were talking about when it came to some ingredients, and actually an awful lot of ingredients. But then what they had is they had experience. Science is just sort of really disciplined experience. So when you do an experiment, well, in fact, in French, the word for experiment is experience, expérience. So it's funny that the word for experiment in French is experience.
Right.
So the experience that all these traditional physicians and doctors had for generations and generations, it's sort of like an experiment. Nowadays, we do it in a very concentrated, disciplined setting, and that's our experiment, that's our experience. So what I'm saying is cranberry is one of those ingredients that is sort of the poster child for an ingredient that was traditionally valued and respected for its benefits in terms of our urinary tract and bladder, and now science has validated, not just validated in terms of observing those benefits, but understanding how it delivers those benefits, how it actually works. And I always say that completes the circle. In terms of science, it's one thing to say, well, it just does it. Well, is it magic? Is it a miracle? What you really want to know as a scientist is, okay, it does it. Now let's understand why it does it, how it does it, because that will help us enable us to use it even better if we really understand how it works.
Pricing fabulous again, 4 different options, 240 caps is only $39.90. So extremely affordable to add cranberry into your regimen. For those of us that are drinking cranberry juice and thinking, well, I don't need this because I've got my cranberry juice that I enjoy every morning, that's not the same thing, is it, Andrew?
Well, the cranberry juice, for those of us who want to be healthy, want to maintain a healthy weight, cranberry juice and the sugar it contains isn't a great thing.
Right.
If you're eating cranberries, if you enjoy them and they're a little bitter without added sugar, then that's great. But again, the benefit, what we've done here, we've concentrated the cranberry for its beneficial protective compounds. And that's the natural pink color of the concentrated cranberry. So it's a product that if you read the reviews on this product, I think it's another product that's rated something like 4.6 or 4.7 stars.
Yep.
And again, it's a product that's 4.8 stars. That's over 95% positive reviews. So I haven't read any reviews during this show. You can go to hsn.com, but understand that all the products we were speaking about, all of them are customer picks. All of them have between probably 85 and 98% positive reviews.
I believe it was 649 reviews in total and 570 a perfect 5-star.
So 90% are 5-star reviews, basically. Yeah.
Thank you for your orders here on our cranberry. We have an action-packed 20 minutes left, I promise you, so I'm gonna head over this way. Still to come, healthy hair, skin and nails. Still to come, some of the most popular, most